Steinhoff.
Steinhoff, yep.
Yeah. Cells.
Yes, Cells. Use that to Welcome one and all from the magnificent Park 9 here in the beautiful Adelaide Parklands. We're here today for the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League game between the reigning premiers, the Prince Alfred Old Collegians, and the premiers from the year before, the Port District Football Club. My name is Vince Cosme and I'm joined here today by Denise Karakaya. Denise, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. Great to be here today.
Look, very interesting game we've got between these two teams today. They've both won their opening two games of the season and both played on Anzac Day on the Thursday last week and both lost by 44 points. Interestingly enough, they've suffered their first losses of the season. The home side, the reigning premiers, were beaten by Glenunga by 14 points in the grand final. Beat Glenunga by 14 points, my apologies to Prince Alfred, and of course they lost the year before to their opponents today, Port District, by 18 points. They opened the season with those two narrow wins against last year's 7th and 8th ranked sides, who they played Spock at Spock and Brighton at home, and as we mentioned, they lost their first game of the year last year by 44 points at Broadview on Anzac Day. Their opponents today, premiers in 22, and finished 4th in the minor round last year before losing the elimination final to Tea Tree Gully by 15 points. They opened the season with a 9-goal win at Broadview and then a 6-point win at Tea Tree Gully, and suffered their first loss of the season last week, as we mentioned, by 44 points as well to Glenunga on Anzac Day. So both teams will be looking to bounce back after disappointing Anzac Day performances. I called the game last week between Broadview and Prince Alfred, and ironically, Denez, you called the game in round 1 between Broadview and Port District. So we've both had a look at how these two teams today have gone against Broadview. I mean, is it as simple enough to say that on the basis that you called Port District beating Broadview easily and I called Broadview beating Prince Alfred easily, that it should be a walk in the park for Port District today? But generally, that's the competition's obviously a lot tighter. That shouldn't really be the case.
Correct. Yeah, agreed.
So we'll wait and see what happens here. Probably expecting Port District should bounce back and win. Number of players and changes, 4 changes in fact for both teams. For the home side, Will Schmidt and Will Daywood are playing this week, and then a couple of injured players in Riley Davis and Jordan Neal from the game last week that aren't playing this week. They've been replaced by Mitch Wicks, Jaden Juice Davis back in, Mitchell Teeley, and Archie Perks is in for his first game at A-grade Div 1 level. So 4 changes as well for Port District. Harry Dwyer, Daniel Pazanidi are out. A couple of big outs, obviously. Cooper Gaffney and Scott Lysette not playing today. They've been replaced by the two Liams, Liam Ferns and Liam Modistak, as well as a couple of well-known names in the Port Adelaide area, in Preston, Cockatoo Collins and Thomas Carter. Both obviously well-known names down that neck of the woods. So 4 changes for each of the two sides. The ladder at the moment in Division 1, we have two unbeaten sides in Glenunga and Sacred Heart. The teams playing today are ranked 3rd and 4th, both sitting at 2 and 1. Then we have a plethora of 5 sides on 1 win, and St. Peter's yet to open their account. That is the match of the Stream Team match of the day today, involving St. Peter's there at Payneham. The other games today, Golden Grove at Harpers Field are hosting Broadview. At Sacred Heart Middle School, we have Sacred Heart Old Collegians versus the Brighton Bombers. And at Pertaringa Oval, Tea Tree Gully will play host to top of the table Glenunga Rams. So some interesting other games that are all being live streamed here with Filming Footy, Dartfish and Sports Interactive. Our scoreboard today is brought to you by Sportal, bringing Enterprise Stadium experience to all venues and levels of sport. And Hahn, ultra low carb, great taste, ultra low carb, how good, yes indeed. The match round sponsors for the Adelaide Footy League: Archie's magnificent footwear, Archie's arch support thongs and slides, so comfy you'll never take them off. Filming Footy, Footy Stats live stream, and game day recording specialists. Get your footy stats with Filming Footy, our game day sponsor for our broadcast here at Park 9 is Programs to Fit. Team up with Programs to Fit your performance is our business. And Dartfish and Sports Interactive, video analysis solutions for improved sports performance, creating better players, one coach at a time. Classic Clashes, celebrating grassroots greatness, and make sure ratify. Keep your compliance in one system for simplicity and ease, thanks to all our game day and league broadcast sponsors for this week. So both teams are actually out on the ground. You've got the reserves score from that's just completed a few minutes ago.
Yes, it was 50-62 with Port District winning.
Yeah, a couple of goal win there to Port District, so it looked like they were in control. A bit of a late charge in the second half from, I think, either 4 or 5 goals down by Prince Alfred, but couldn't quite get across the line. Absolute picture perfect day here at Park 9. Some light, fluffy clouds. As usual, there'll be a little bit of breeze going to the left of screen, which is the northern end of the ground, and heading coming from probably by our across our shoulders and heading towards the northern goals from this point. So that's typically how it works here. Both teams are just going through some handball exercise. We'll keep our eyes open for the toss of the coin. And from your summation from round 1, Denise, how did you see Port District on that day?
I think they did quite well. Were good with their movement, good with their marking as well, and had good movement within the team and good connection. You could tell that they were ready for the opening match. Yeah,
and ran out the game quite well that day, and went on to be comfortable winners in that game in round 1 at Broadview. As for Port District, my 3rd week in a row calling Port District. As for Prince Alfred, I should say, my 3rd week in a row calling Prince Alfred. Saw them beat Brighton here a couple of weeks ago. They were in control for just about the whole game, but Brighton had a little bit of a sniff late in the second half of the last quarter and got within a kick a couple of times, but the experience and heads of the Prince Alfred team able to get them over the line. And then, of course, Thursday at Anzac Day, they had a difficult time against Broadview, competitive first quarter, but then they were obviously then outplayed in the second quarter, and then that distance of margin of around about 5 goals was maintained till late in the game, ended up being 44 points. Both teams huddled up. They're about to move into position. Should be a very, very enthralling contest today. Not desperation stakes for either of these two sides at 2 and 1, but we're expecting a desperate game. They both copped a little bit of a pacing in their last outing. They've had probably 9 days to think about it, not 7, having played on the Thursday of Anzac Day before last weekend. So they've had a little bit longer to work on some things that they obviously would have got out of those 2 games. Toss has been won by Port District. They will be going to the left of screen, and see the Prince Alfred forwards just huddled up in front of us here, and looks like yes, Darren Jolly starting in the forward line. So interesting move. There's the first change. He's not going to be starting in the middle. So interesting move there from Craig Pitt to start Hayden Jolly in the forward line. So umpire holds the ball aloft, and you're with Deniz to take you through the first bounce.
All right, here we go. Still in the inside 50, bit of congestion going on. Port District are trying to get possession and get it moving. Going PAC's way, good tackle from Port District. Ball's on the ground and we'll wait for the umpire's call. Bit of a slow start to the game, but got the ball up and we'll see who can tap it their way again. Port District are really working hard here, getting the ball moving their end of the field on the far west side near the boundary line. Got the second ball up. Throw in, I should say.
So the ball comes in, it's going to come out into the forward 50. That looks like it's going out without being touched, and the relieving free kick will be taken by Ben Millman. So Millman did have a bit of a look to go across goals. Now he does. Goes a short kick there to Matthew Rose. He decides to go right back to the defensive goal square to Deinhoff. Deinhoff comes to the nearest side, right in front of us here. Under a little bit of pressure, good mark taken by Liam Modistak. His kick goes outside 50. Good spoil from behind there by Chan. It's picked up there again by Tom Joseph Haynes. Now the kick comes forward from Ben Gould on the left, goes inside forward 50, first attacking foray, but inset mark will be taken, and they're playing on straight away. Jolly out way down in the back pocket now, goes on the right, looking out towards the wing, out there looking for Garrels. Can't quite take the mark, pressure's applied now, he's applying the tackle. Our umpire's going to see that, he's going to see that as a little bit high. So out on the far wing, and Port District now with the opportunity to bring the ball inside. Does go straight to Haynes. Haynes kick inside 450 is deep this time. Intercept mark won't be taken. It's right in the teeth of goal. Tackle's applied. Has that gone over the boundary line? It has. And we'll have a boundary throw in right next to the behind post in the north-eastern pocket.
Beautiful throw in with nicely tapped by Port District. Gone back out. They're struggling to keep the ball inside the field, really. Got another throw in. Almost in the hands of PAC. Port District have gone for a goal, I want to say. We'll just wait for the umpire's call.
So just a minor score there. First score of the game is a behind to the visitors, and they lead 1-0. So we'll see how they're going to go about getting this ball out. Port District decide to go to the outer side. It's a good long kick, almost gets up to the wing, couldn't quite take the mark there. Macaulay, another player, been in very good form early this year. Ball goes off hands over the boundary line and will be thrown in. So Trenorden and Mackay, the two ruckmen. We'll see who can get the better of this contest. So up it goes. Mackay swings around from behind but doesn't get around Trenorden. Tap goes down in front. High kick to the centre of the ground. And free kick will be paid there to Gould. So Ben Gould on the left, decides to go short. Good kick. So Rose being prominent early. Rose goes inside 50. Oh, clash of bodies there. Comes off hands. PAC now with the opportunity to relieve themselves from defence, but kick's gone to no one in particular, and Moddy Stack is there. Kicks on the right. The kick's gone over the top there of Haynes. Gives PAC another opportunity. Good work there from Garrell. Spins out. Look to give it off. Macaulay again. Quick kick comes up again. String of handballs. Ends up with Ollie Clark. Clark spins around. Looks to go up towards the 50. Oh, good strong mark. Taken there on the 50 by Benny and Ello. So umpire is... They were stopping the play. Just looking behind the play here. We have a player that is down at half forward for Port District. Just starting to get up now. So umpires have done the right thing. Just stop the play. Just to give him an opportunity. Trying to pick up who that is. It might be Tom Carter actually. So Thomas Carter there, it might be 31 it looks like. So play still stopped at the moment. It's allowed a lot of players to get back, all players apart from James Batty, who now is running forward as well. And if it is Thomas Carter, all in this half of the ground now. So umpire's going to give him an opportunity to walk off. And why that's happening, Ian Ello has the ball, man on the mark. Harrison Hawkins is he's right just outside the 50 metre line, so wouldn't make the distance you wouldn't think from here, because you'd have to kick from close to 60 metres. So a lot of players plugging up, 1, 2, 3, 6 players, all standing in an arc around about 30 from goal. So Ian Ello pops it up, it's going to land about 25 out, and good intercepting mark taken there by the ruckman McKay. He decides to come across to Sharrod. Sharrod goes short, right in front of us here to Gould. Gould getting a lot of the ball early, being prominent. Going to be on that left foot. Looks to maybe switch, but no, he's going to decide to go down the line. So kick goes up towards centre wing. Good contest there. Couldn't get it off hands there. Top to Collins. Davis now with the kick back inside forward 50. Oh, it beats everyone at the back of the pack there. Here's Ollie Clark. Ollie Clark's going to stride in and kick the opening goal of the day. So Oliver Clark, and at the moment that he's jagged a goal, and that is our jag snag of the day, because it's the first one. So well played Ollie Clark over the back of the pack. That ball carried a little bit further than everyone thought, but he was in the right position, took it on the bounce, and a good run into goal there from Ollie Clark.
Yes, definitely.
So opening goal there to Prince Alfred from Clark. 5-minute mark. And that is now scoreline on the Sportle and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard. It's 6-1.
All right, here we go. Nicely touched by Port District, trying to get the ball out of the square, goes into the possession of PAC. Pitt's got a kick just outside 50. Lots of players are paired up inside the 50. You can see a few people surrounding the area, spaced out quite nicely. And he's gone perfectly for a kick at the goals. Nicely done.
So ball just faded there to the far side, typical of what happens at that side of the ground. So miss there from the coach. So Haynes with the kick out, decides to go to the outer side. Good mark Intercept mark has been taken, and that's going to come straight back in again. Lead offered there by Perks, but the kick's going to go longer. To about 30 out. Big pack's going to form. Big punch from behind by Davidson. Opportunity here now for Cockatoo Collins. His kick is high. May have been... Is that down the ground or... No, the ball's going to come back. We'll just wait and see. It's actually gone out of play. So he's kicked it from out of play. So will be a boundary throw-in. So ruck work here to be done by... Looks like Perks and McKay. McKay, you'd expect, and does get the tap down. Pack forms. Tackle's applied there by Perks. Umpire says, I'll have it. About 40 metres out on the left flank. So quick kick comes out. High kick. Gould in good position to take the mark here, and does. Must have been touched off the boot. Umpire's called it as played on. He's tackled immediately there by Ianello. Goes up. Punch comes out again towards Gould. Takes it on the bounce. Tackled again immediately to the ground. Umpire will come in and we'll have our third stoppage here inside the forward 50. Pressing again here. Started well. Prince Alfred.
Goes into the possession of Port District, and a solid tackle. There's good competition going on here. McNamara has possession just out the front of the goals, inside the 50. Let's see if he'll have a go at goals or if he'll pass the ball down the line. Beautiful kick straight into goals. Our second goal of the day by Lachlan McNamara.
So the captain, good skipper's goal there, McNamara. And they're off to a little bit of a flyer, probably going against the breeze here. That's 2 goals to 1 behind. 2-1, 13. So 2 goal margin here to the home side. And we've played just under 9 minutes. So encouraging start. And after that opening behind, they've had the last 3 scoring shots. Up it goes again. Mackay gets it down. Sharrett applies the tackle. Ball still in the centre circle. Tackle applied again, that time on Motti Stack. Up it goes again. Oh, beautifully sharked there by Hawkins. Hawkins kick inside 450, allowed to bounce. Look out there for Lachlan Greig. He's just sharking. You know, he's got the ball tackled. Ball is deep inside the Port District. Umpire allows it to play on. Actually ends up getting rushed over the goal line. Second behind for the Magpies. They're 2 points. Trailing Prince Alfred. 2 goals, 1. They decide to go out to the outer side. Nice high kick's going to come almost to centre wing. Fist from behind, beautifully sharked. Chain of handballs now. Ends up with Niskahus. He just drops it. Umpire lets it go. Now Archie Perks in his first game gets the ball off. Races on the outer wing. Goes off the line. Umpire, what's he going to call here? He's going to call a boundary throw in. So just forward to centre wing here in attack for Prince Alfred.
Yes, players are very much lacking the far end of the field and that boundary line in particular.
Never makes it good for the call.
Yeah. Goes into the hands of PAC. A bit of congestion going on, but they're working well to get the ball moving with some short kicks. And a good tackle again on the far boundary line. Umpire's going to do another boundary throw in. Ball goes up. PAC nicely tapped. still stuck in a bit of congestion, struggling to get it out. Got it out with a nice short kick. Oh.
Well, they might have actually gone through for a goal. We just got to try and pick up who kicked the goal there. It looks like it might have been opportunist and by Batty there. Just going to try and keep an eye on that. But it's a goal kick there by Port District, their first goal of the day. I think we'll give that one to James Batty. And just typical of what you'd expect him to do in the forward line. So 11 minutes played here on the Han ultra low scoreboard. Great taste, ultra low carb. How good sees it's being a 5-point margin. 2-1 to 1-2. Entertaining start. Up it goes. Good tap down by Trenorden. Sharrett applying the pressure on Jolly. And Jolly goes to ground. Now he's back back up again. And we'll have a secondary stoppage. So up it goes again. Beautiful tap down by Trenorden that time. Kick comes straight inside 450. One hand on it, Grieg. Couldn't quite take it now. Applies some pressure. Applies the tackle. Ball spills out. First one there is Perks. His handball is Aaron. And it comes out here to Haynes. Haynes' kick goes back outside 450. Got two to choose from there. Sharrett lets it go. Handball over the top there from Rose. Just missed the target, but forward. Sharrett's kept running. Now goes on the left. The kick, is that mark going to be paid? It is going to be paid. So Port District here with an opportunity to take the lead. They'll be kicking from directly right in front. And around about 40-45 metres out, we see the man on the mark. That's Batty again. Chance for him to kick two in a couple of minutes and give his side the lead in this match. So looking for the second lead change, and yep, that is straight through. Excellent goal there to Batty. Multiple goal kicker, kicks the first two goals for his side. And they now lead by 1 point, Port District.
Yes, has been a great start. Quite evenly matched so far.
Yeah, good start by Prince Alfred, but Port District after kicking a couple of goals there in a 3-minute period. And they have the lead now by 1 point, going with the aid of a very soft breeze. Probably, if lucky, it's only worth a goal.
All right, ball goes up, taps nicely into Port District's hands, with them handballing it along. Ooh, PAC intercept, and trying to get it out of their possession. Ball's going to the ground a little, but PAC have got good handle, kicked it open, and a good tackle by Davidson. Umpires throwing up.
So free kick there will be given to Wicks. Look to feign off the handball. He's just outside the 50, gives it off to Jolly. Jolly's kick is high, is going to land about 20 out, directly in front, goes over the top of Brazel. And good mark at the back there, taken by Davidson. He goes out to Sam Gray. First time we've called Sam Gray, former Port Adelaide and Sydney Swans player. Kick goes out wide. Haynes got a good long right leg on him. Haynes, good kick, and Preston Cockatoo Collins takes it on the wing. Wastes no time. Spots something further up the field. That's good. McKay's done well to get himself just outside 50. Goes with the kick. Is that Batty again? He is everywhere in the forward line. And he could be having a look at his third goal, or look to just give it off there. Little lead was given there by Haynes, but ignored it. He's going to decide to go back. Spotted another lead. Just go back and kick the goal, son. So Batty's on a hat-trick. It was 2-0. Chance now for it to be 3-2, although that's going high, wide and not very handsome, and that hasn't troubled the scorer. So score remains on the Sportal, bringing Enterprise Stadium experience to all venues and levels of sport scoreboard. 2-2 to the visitors, 2-1 to the hosts.
Alright, ball's just out the front of the goal, a beautiful kick into a bit of a congested area. Port District are trying to get hold of it, and it goes out on the boundary side.
Looks like that's last touch, Jolly with the ball.
He's taking his time, and he goes for a short kick. Seems as though they might work down the line. Just out the front of the goal is another kick. Goes back towards the boundary. Still in the possession of PAC. On the far end of the field. Goes for a long kick. Goes beautifully into the hands of Sean Davidson of Port District. He's taking his time, and he goes for a short kick.
So long kick now into the forward line, butted up, goes over the pack. Charlick's got it. Tackled as he goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in, round about 20-25 metres around from the right-hand goalpost, the northern end. So it'll be Perks and McKay again. McKay wins it down, Batty applying the tackle immediately. Good tap down by McKay, but nowhere to go there. Umpire will come straight in. Just inside the forward 50 here for Port Districts. They lead by a point on the Hahn ultra low carb scoreboard. So just a little lull in play here. Umpire's going to come in again for another stoppage. A lot of players around the ball here. How's it going to come out? Comes out to Jolly. His quick kick goes up high. Oh, out of the air there by Jaden Davis. Umpire will call that play on. And the ball's moved up to wing on the far side. They'll come in and we'll ball it up once again. Perks with the tap down, looking there for Garrels, beaten to it though by Hawkins. His kick doesn't go very far. Jolly can't quite take it. Now applies a tackle. Scrimmage on the outer side. Umpires pulled out some holding. It will go to Port District. So they have the opportunity here now to... We're going to pump. It could go long to get the ball inside forward 50. That's eventually what happens. Spots up the lead. Ball's going to bounce first. Couldn't quite get to Collins there. And ball spills over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in inside the forward 50 on the far side for the Magpies.
Both teams are very much liking the boundary line over there. Ball goes up, a beautiful punch by PAC, but it goes into the hands of Port District. And a kick down the line. Lots of intercepts going on here. Port District trying to hold on to the ball. Port District kick it into just out the front of the goals. It's not a mark, bit of congestion going on. PAC get the ball out of the congestion, and it's a beautiful mark. Kicks down just outside of the forward 50 line. Port District have intercepted the ball, with Greg kicking it out. Goes for a short kick. Port District seems as though they're going to be working down the line and getting the ball moving in their direction. Oh, he plays on. And he kicks long, far end of the boundary. Doesn't quite go to anyone specifically. It's a shot at goal.
Preston Cockatoo Collins, well that is, he has jagged the snag of the day there. Fantastic kick there from Preston Cockatoo Collins. The kick came in from Sam Gray, went over the head of the players there. Cockatoo Collins went onto that. That is a fantastic goal by Preston Cockatoo Collins, so that definitely leads the Jag Meatworks snag of the day there. The 22-minute mark of the first quarter, and that's the third goal there to Port District. They now lead on the Sportal scoreboard 3-2-20 to 2-1-13. Fantastic goal there by Cockatoo Collins.
Yes, definitely. It's very unexpected, very last minute, but worked in their favour. Here we are in the centre again. Beautiful tap by Port District, goes into the hands of PAC.
So umpire's going to call a throw in there. Perks just couldn't quite get handle on it. Play right just around from us here in the commentary position, centre wing, on the change room and hands inside. So Trenorden there, are you trying to tap that or didn't it? No, umpire's going to have another go. It fell a bit short. So thrown in once again. Beautiful tap down by Trenorden to Jolly. Jolly's kick is deep. Razzle dazzle brazzle can't quite take a good punch from behind. Darrells applies the tackle there on Grieg, and that has gone out of play right in front of the scoreboard, which shows us that Port District hold a 7-point lead. Almost 24 minutes played here in the opening stanza. A lot of movement around the ball here. Brazel takes it out, gets the ball on boot, partially smothered. Gould picks it up, just gets his kick away from the Ianello tackle and goes there to Cockatoo Collins. He goes wide there to Rose. Rose decides to go further wide to the outer side. He's got Hawkins. Hawkins now goes along the wing. The kick's going to be ill-directed. It's going to be cut off. Intercept mark has been taken there by the Reds. They look to cross straight away over to Wilkin. Wilkin's going to come further across here to Tierley. He decides to go back across the other side. Ianello of the Jack variety. So Jack Ianello goes wide. Got a spare player out there, Wicks. Wicks brings it inside. Bit of a dangerous kick. It's not going to quite get taken by Clark. Now there's balls in dispute. Port Districts are going to come away with it. Grieg's kick goes in towards 450 over the top of McKay. Races on between him and Sumner. There's play. Ball that's going to be kicked. He's going to kick the goal there as he is. So well done there by, looks like that was Big McKay in the forward line resting. And that's 4 in a row now to the Magpies. And they have doubled the score of the host today. It goes to 4-2-26. And they lead Prince Alfred 2-1-13. So 25 minutes played and the last 4 goals in a row to Port District.
Yes, they're doing well. Creating a little bit of a gap. Here we go. Ooh, wasn't quite tapped. A bit of a low kick here. PAC grab handle of the ball, goes into the hands of Haynes. Haynes does a wide kick just out the front of the wing. Goes stays in possession with Port District doing a bit of a run for it. Goes into possession of PAC. Didn't quite work in their favour. In Pitt's hands, does a short kick, goes to Jolly. Port District intercepted with Greg getting hold of the ball. Tries to keep it in by Gould. Goes not quite in and goes out on the wing side.
So member side on the wing. So after a quick start with a couple of goals in the first few minutes, the District hit back with 4 of their own. Sam Gray leads the race, picks it up now, handball goes out there to Ferns. Ferns tackled beautifully there by Garrels. And Josh Garrels will get the free kick. Just shy of centre wing, right in front of his coach's tent. They would have been pleased with that run-down tackle. His kick comes up towards half forward. A little bit of holding there on Ianello. He's going to come over the back. First one there is Haynes. His kick's a good one. Floats, but finds its mark there in Cockatoo Collins. He goes out wide looking for Sam Gray. Good intercept and punch there by Charlie. Did slip over, but the ball did roll out of play. So true centre wing once again. On the change room side, the western side of the ground, our commentary side of the ground. And it's a 13-point margin. Lead to Port District. Trenorden, 2 hands, straight down to Jolly. Couldn't quite get his kick away. Nice tap onto Garrels. Couldn't quite pick it up now. Wicks at the bottom of the pack. And the siren goes for the end of the first quarter, 28 minutes on the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard. It shows the home side, Prince Alfred Old Collegians 2-1-13, trailing the Port District Football Club 4-2-26. The opening 2 goals of that quarter kicked by Prince Alfred, then 4 in a row to answer and take the lead by the visitors, and they will take that 13-point lead into the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you all the action from the second quarter. want to bring us back in, mate?
Oh. Yeah.
So, ready to go?
Welcome back to the second quarter. Currently, Port District leading with the score being 13-26 Port District way. 13-point lead. It'll be interesting to see how this second quarter goes.
Yeah, very interesting. The first 2 goals kicked by the home team there in the 5 and 9 minute marks, but then a brace from Batty and the Jag Meatworks snag of the day from Cockatoo Collins is leading at the moment, and Mackay sees them take a 4-2 lead going into the second quarter. Up it goes. So once again, Mackay and Trinorden, beautiful tap down, allows Port District to bring the ball inside forward 50. It's going to be batted up here, numbers with PAC. Kick comes out towards the wing, leading it. The race there is Rose, and the first gamer, Archie Perks, ball is going to spill over the boundary line, and it moves around close to half forward on the commentary and broadcast side for the home team. They're looking to have the first foray here in the opening minute into their forward line. So in it comes. Trinorden from behind. Sam Gray picks up the crumbs, tackled immediately. Ball on the ground, about 3 or 4 players over. That's going nowhere. The man in green says, "I'll have it, thank you very much." And he will ball it up once again. Okay, takes front spot, gets it down the grade. Looked like he might have been tackled high, not given by the umpire. Sharrett, 2 goes at it, feeds off the handball there to Heffernan. The high kick comes out. Jolly waits for the bounce. Tackle immediately applied there. That ball's not going to come out either. And it's actually been called holding the ball. Gee, that's a hot footy. But he's going to have to give it up there, Hawkins. And Pritchard will have the relieving free kick. Looking inside, they've blocked off the switch kick here pretty well. Still decides to go inside. Jolly just manages to get it with the attempted spoil there from Cockatoo Collins. His kick's just fallen short. Well picked up on the bounce there by Wilkin. He decides to go wide, touching the ball down Chant. Chant goes towards the outer side. Flying from behind, Davidson can't quite take the mark. Umpire's going to pick something out there, and it's going to be a free kick here, a relieving free kick to Port District.
On the boundary side, Port District in possession currently, goes for a long, beautiful kick. Not quite marked by Port District, but in the hands of Greg. Tries to get it out of the bit of the congestion. Port District handballing it down the line, working beautifully as a team. Goes into the hands of PAC, of Ianello, of Jack Ianello. Goes for a long kick. Almost a mark by Port District there. Remains in possession of Port District, with it going back inside the 50. With Port District attempting to run towards goal, but it's a nice tackle down by Jack Ianello. Umpires throwing it up. A beautiful tap. Port District can't go straight into the hands of Port District to Sam Gray. Kicks it a bit wide, dropped by Port District, but goes into the hands of PAC. Handballing it to Searles, who's running with the ball. Not many players there to back him up yet. A good tackle just out the front of the boundary line on the goal side by Davidson. Bit of congestion going on. Umpires heading to the area. Likely going to be another ball up.
So good transition there from PAC. Got the ball deep in their forward pocket. A quick kick comes out here to Macaulay, and he's gone high wide and not very handsome. Out of bounds on the full. And Joe Haynes will get the relieving kick right alongside the behind post. Looks like all the plays set up to come towards this side of the ground, not the defensive side of the ground, so he may choose to switch, but the ruckman and the taller players are out this side, and now he decides to play on and go long to that contest. So it'll be Trinorden and Mackay. Mackay in front, can't quite take it. Trinorden with the punch. The kick now goes down looking for Davis. Picked up by Brazel. Now the kick comes into a deep position out in front of the forward 50. Good punch from behind. Crummer there, Pitt. Gets the handball to Wicks. Wicks can't quite take it. Ends up with Pritchard. Pritchard's kick, short kick in towards true centre half forward, and the mark has been taken. There's going to be an opportunity here for Port Districts to have a shot on goal. Look for the first score of the second quarter, 5 minutes in on the Sportal scoreboard. So Josh Garrels has got it, and he's inside the centre square. He'll be kicking from just inside the 50, directly in front. Won't be any problems with the distance. It's just a question here of accuracy for Garrels. So in he comes, steps over the 50, sort of punched at it a little bit, and it has faded to the far side. So minor score is the opening score in the second quarter, and that goes to the home side. They trail now by an even 2 goals.
Yes, Port District got possession, with Nash Haynes running towards the ball but goes into the hands of Davidson, working it down the line, then into the hands of Haynes. Haynes decides to go for a bit of a short kick but remains in possession of Port District. An almost mark goes into the hands of PAC with beautiful intercept with the mark there, and goes out on the boundary with Hawkins kicking it in to Haynes. Ball goes straight to McKay. He's taking his time, letting his play settle in. He goes for a long kick into the inside 50. A beautiful mark there by Broden Hawkins. Perfect shot at goals.
Yeah, great grab there by Hawkins in that pack. Sam Gray lurking there as well. Actually did some good work to body out his opponent to allow Hawkins to have the one-on-one. So should be bread and butter here for Broden Hawkins.
Yes, inside the 50, probably about 30 metres out of goals. Straight on, without a doubt, gets the goal. Port District continue to lead.
Yeah, so first goal there to Hawkins, probably against the run of play. Prince Alfred had it down in their forward half for probably the majority of this first 7 minutes, but that has allowed them, they've allowed Port District, I should say, to then get the first major of the second quarter, and that's the largest lead of the game at the moment. So it's now gone out to 18 points. Up it goes. Ball's going to come out to Sharrod. Through the pack and congestion to Niskahus. Niskahus' kick inside 450, Cockatoo Collins. Handball comes out. String of handballs now. The kick's going to come inside forward 50. Looking there for Grieg. He's have to come from behind. Batty comes in front. Takes an excellent mark. James Batty having a wonderful game. Already got 2 goals to his name. Now opportunity for him to kick his third. Just floated across in front and under pressure there from Jackie and Ello. Ended up taking that on the chest, floating in front of the 2 that were jostling for the one-on-one. So well done to Batty there. He'll be kicking 45-degree angle, only from about 20 metres out. Just got to put this one just inside the right hand post, and that should come across straight. It's kicking into the breeze, pops it up. He likes it, they like it, and that is now 6 in a row. 6 in a row in the first 2 of this quarter. So they are now waltzing away with this game after the first 2 were kicked by the home team. The last 6 have been kicked by the visitors.
Yes, that was a beautiful goal. Been a good start to the second quarter with Port District continuing to be leading.
So that's 3 to Batty. And 2 goals in 2 minutes again, which is how he started their first quarter rush. So up it goes. Trenorden gets the tap down. Good tap down there to Macaulay. The vice captain gets his kick inside 450. Excellent punch from behind by Modi Stack. Ends up now with Perks. Handball on the bounce. Taken by Tearley. Short kick's going to come inside 450. It's going to be marked. Oh, geez, a bit of a clash there too. Certainly made to earn it. And he's a bit slow to get up to. We'll just try and pick up who that is. Might not actually be able to take his kick. He is struggling there. We'll just have to see. Who that is. Looks like it could be Luke Macaulay. There it is, the vice captain. Got up very gingerly. But he's going to come in and take his kick. Spots something up, likes the lead. Beautiful darting kick. Well done there by Pitt. That almost looked like a little bit of a set play. So
yes, definitely. It was very strategic.
Well done there by Pitt. Led up. Good kick by Macaulay. Real daisy cutter, as they call them. Didn't get more than a metre off the ground. Hit Pitt right in the breadbasket, and this is the opportunity. The best opportunity to stop that run of 6 in a row. So in he comes. Pitt's kick, umpire has not moved here. It's gone straight over the middle of his hat there, and that breaks the run of 6 goals in a row to the visitors. So first goal since the 9-minute mark, and in fact just over a quarter ago, and they now have their 3rd goal. Prince Alfred, and they trail on the Sportle and Hahn ultra low carb scoreboard by an even 3 goals at the 11-minute mark of the second quarter.
Yes, Port District are keeping that lead, but PAC is starting to come back. So let's see what it'll be like. Ball goes up. A nice tap by PAC. Kicked by Jolly. On the wing side of the far end, goes into the hands of Thiel. A good tackle over there by Perkins. Bit of congestion going on, and another good tackle. Ball struggling to get the ball out. Got the ball moving. Port District have intercepted back into the hands of PAC, into Wicks. Port District have got hold of the ball again, and they've gone far to Alex Steinhoff. Working well to get Port District working well with one another. Goes for a kick towards Hawkins. Nicely marked. Works down the line to Sharad. Goes inside 50 into the hands of PAC.
So kick comes in towards good. Mark there, taken defensive intercept mark by Macaulay. Looks like he's recovered. And he gets it out wide to Ollie Clark. So Clark, just a short kick. Haven't really seen this game today from Port District. We know they love to chip it. From Prince Alfred. We know they love to chip it around and switch in the back half. So McNamara. So it's probably their first real opportunity to do it today. So one captain to another. Sumner goes down the wing. Oh, razzle dazzle brazzle. That's a Bianco mark of the day. But he's a long way from goal. Decides to go down the near side. Punch comes inside to the corner of the square. Numbers there with Port District's going to end up with a chain of handballs with Haynes. Haynes' little kick intercepted there beautifully by Tearley. Spins, goes deep and long to a 2-on-1. Players spill, ball spills. About 40 metres out, pack's going to form. The umpire's going to come in and you'll break this stoppage up with a ball up true centre half forward here for PAC. Having a good little spell here. 5-minute spell opportunity here. Tap down. Ball still in dispute. There's going to be a high kick. Is that Brazel? That looks like it could be going. Is it going to bounce through? I think it is. What a goal from Brazel. There is a little bit of razzle-dazzle from Brazel. And he has kicked the 4th goal here to reduce the margin to 12 points. And that now has seen them kick 2 goals in a row.
Yep. PAC are very much coming back, trying to take lead in this quarter.
So 15 minutes played.
And we've got Garrels running back onto the field.
And it's now back to a 2-goal margin, so the Breeze having a little bit to say. We've had 2 goals apiece now, so 12 points the margin in this quarter.
Ball goes up, a beautiful tap by PAC into the hands of Garrels. Bit of a short kick goes into Nick Schkuss's hands, working down the line with a kick into forward 50 and a beautiful mark by Hawkins there. Goes into the inside 50, almost into the goal square. Bit of congestion going on here. Looks like it's going to be a ball up, possibly, just out the front of the goal square, to the far left of it.
So tackle's been applied. Good tackle there by Pritchard. Almost got that off of Trenordan's tap. Yeah. 35-40 metres out. Slight angle here. Up it goes. Trenordan again, certainly dominating in the ruck. Gets that down well to McNamara. Relieving kick. Goes out towards centre wing. Oh, that's got to be a high tackle there. I think it is. Infringing there, Grieg. Quick kick's going to come inside. Could be intercepted. Almost is. Ball in dispute right in the centre circle. Comes out to Sharrod. Can't quite take it. Gets it out well to Haynes. Haynes with the handball is going to be tackled immediately. The ball's not coming out. Umpire's going to ball it up. Good tackle there on Lachlan Grieg. Up it goes Trenordan again. Handball comes out wide. First one there, though, might be Hawkins. He just goes with a short kick for Sam Gray. Sort of set him up. Running onto it there is Heffernan. Heffernan goes with the handball to Ferns. Ball spills. Trenordan has to get it out quickly. String of handballs comes out here to Perks. Perks goes up towards half forward. Off hands, couldn't quite grab it there. Ollie Clark. Close to the boundary line. In fact, is over the boundary line as it was picked up there by Haynes. And umpire will come in and throw it, ball it in, I should say. Throw it in. Half forward here for Prince Alfred, looking for an opportunity for their 3rd in a row to bring this margin back within single digits. And it goes. Trenordan again, able to hold off his opponent with one and tap with the other. Smothered kick ends up coming out to Searles. He tried to feed out to Garrels, couldn't quite get him. Brazel's got it up the ground and ends up getting tackled over the boundary line. Umpire will come in once again. We'll have another throw in, same position as it was just a few seconds ago. So Trenordan and McKay. Brazel can't quite take it over the top there. Hawkins. Handball comes out towards Niskahus. He gets it out wide. Gray's kick. Lovely looking kick and good take on the at full stretch there by Hawkins. Decides to go inside, spots up Sharrod. He's been set up. Well done there by Teely. Sharrod, though, butters up. Breaks one tackle, now goes on the left. Looking here for Haynes. He's taken the mark just outside 50 in front of Perks. Called to play on, decides to go out wider. It's Gould out there. Lead offered by Hawkins. Decides to sit it up instead. Hawkins going to get a fly at it from behind. Oh, I think he copped a falcon. Batty's got it. It's going to quickly snap around Batty, but just missed to the near side. His near side, and that's the first minor score for Port District in this quarter.
Yes, it was a great attempt by Batty here. Could have been his 4th goal, but almost. I'm sure we'll see him getting more touches as the game goes on. Currently in the hands of McNama, who plays on and goes for a long kick down towards the boundary. Bit of congestion going on that side. PAC remain in control of the ball. A few quick handballs going on, trying to work out what's best. An almost interception by Port District there. A few more handballs. They're really liking the handballs in that end. It's getting the ball moving in their favour. It goes back into the hands of Port District to Gould, who goes for a long kick almost to Hawkins. Umpires called the ball. It's going to be another ball up on the far wing side of the field. Port District almost grabbed possession. Ball's going a bit to and from here, struggling to get it out of the pack. Port District got a hold of the ball with Gould running with the lead. Umpires called and it goes...
Oh, it's actually gone against Batty. You would have thought that might go to the forward. It normally does, but not on this occasion. The short kick, though, does nothing. Batty's going to end up with it. What's going to happen this time? He's going to get caught holding the ball. No, ball spills out. Cockatoo Collins with the bump on Pritchard. Sharrod with the quick kick. Has it got over the top? I think it has, and Sharrod's kicked the goal. So that's the 7th goal here for Port District, and they skip back out to a 3-goal lead on the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard. It's Port District 7-3-45, leading Prince Alfred 4-2-26, and that is a 19-point margin, 22 minutes played here. Well done to Sharrod, opportunistic there, and kicks the goal. So his first, Lewis Sharrod, and in red time here, that now makes it 3-2 for this quarter, and margin out to 19 points. So Port District just increasing that margin by a goal now since quarter time. Up it goes. Well done there by Perks. Archie Perks ends up now with Macaulay. Macaulay's kick, it's going to go bouncing. It's going to actually stop and just touched and taken through there by Liam Mottestack. So minor score there for Prince Alfred. So it's an even 3 goals at the moment. They've been quick to transition the ball up to centre wing though. Grieg looks inside, good kick. Hawkins, right half forward, gives the handball off. Kick comes inside towards forward 50. Sam Gray or Cockatoo Collins. What can he do this time? He's got no score. Couldn't quite bring it around enough. And that is out on the full. So 23, nearly 24 minutes played in the second quarter. And it's an even 3 goals. Nice long kick out towards the defensive side, only a metre in for the boundary. Oh, what an excellent mark taken by the big ruckman there, McKay. So, Sam McKay looking what to do. I think he's going to pop it up. He does. Into the hot spot, 25 out. Batty looks like the most likely there. Couldn't quite get to the contest. Off hands. Sherrod has it. Immediately tackled by Ian Ello. Directly out in front of goal. 20 metres out, umpire will ball it up. So it's actually Perks and Ferns going up for that. Batty gets the crumbs, gets the handball away. Excellent play, guy Batty. And what a good snap that is there by Liam Ferns. And 2 late goals now in this quarter in red time to the Magpies and sees them out to an equal game high 24-point lead. Excellent shark off the ruck contest there by Batty. Got the smart handball out, spotted Ferns. Ferns with the snap. And a good snap it was to give the visitors an even 4-goal lead.
Yes. Port Districts are doing well. They are very much retaliating to PAC. Alright, ball goes up, beautiful tap there by both players really, goes into the hands of PAC, into Garrels, kicks it wide and it's marked by Clark. Just at the front of the forward 50, goes into Jolly with another mark. Just out the front of the forward 50 line, straight on to goals. Almost straight on. Goes for a short kick down the line to Pitt. Pitt here taking his time, waiting for the breeze a bit. Could be a shot at goals, also could be another short kick which they seem to like. Oh no, goes for a long kick straight into the centre of the goals. Beautifully done by Craig Pitt. His 2nd goal of the day. Taking the lead to 51 to
33, I think it will be now.
Yeah.
Yep. As the scoreboard actually then celebrates the goal.
Yeah.
That doesn't help us when we need to score. 18 points to
minutes
margin.
In.
So well done, Pitt. Coach keeping his team, doing what he can to keep his team in the game. It's a 3-goal margin. 4-3 this quarter after 4-2 in the first quarter. Tap down by McKay, beautiful to Sherrod, through to Niscourse, now Sam Gray on the left. Kick comes up towards forward 50, just bounces in front of Grieg, allows the opportunity for the PAC defenders to butter up. Kick goes out wide, goes to Perks, looking for a one-on-one. Further down the line, going to end up with Tearley. His kick is smothered and goes over the boundary line, centre wing. Probably just forward of centre wing for Prince Alfred. They can snag one more before the siren. We have played 28 minutes. They will even up this quarter. But, there is the siren. In fact, I knew it was quite imminent. So just over 28 minutes, and on the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard, it tells us that the home side, the Prince Alfred Old Collegians, 5-3, 33 are trailing. Port Districts Footy Club, 8-3, 51, 18-point margin. Goal kickers for the home side, Clark, McNamara, Pitt with a brace in that second quarter, and Razzle Dazzle Brazzle with a good snap halfway through that quarter. We have the leading goal scorer on the ground is James Batty with 3, 2 in the first, 1 in the second. And all the other 5 are singles to Cockatoo Collins. That still remains our snag of the day. To the ruckman McKay. second quarter, then Hawkins with a single, Sharrett and Ferns with late goals in red time, and that sees an 18-point lead to Port District. We're going to go to a short break during half time, and when we come back we'll see what Craig Pitt's been able to say to his Chargers to maybe get them to have a run on to get themselves back into this game. They trail by 18 points here at Park 9. We're in. Okay, we're back here for the second half at Park 9. And that tells us it's 2 minutes until the start of the third quarter. So very interesting though, Denise. Prince Alfred out really early, even before the umpires. So, you know, we talked about it just before half-time. What would Craig Pitt have to say? Well, didn't spend a lot of time in the change rooms. Obviously, the message would have been sharp and short of what they need to do, and they were out really early.
Yeah, definitely. They were eager to get back out on that field.
So, obviously, they didn't need a lot of instruction. They've had patches in this game, but it's generally been controlled by Port District, and they hold a even 3-goal lead, 8-3, 51 to 5-3-33 at half-time on the Sportal Lanahan ultra-low-carb scoreboard. Sportal bringing Enterprise Stadium experience to all venues and levels of sport. 1 minute to go. That signals umpire waiting, players getting into their positions. Umpire is now going to come in and hold the ball aloft to start this second half here at Park 9. Magnificent day here in Adelaide. Up it goes. Tap down by Trenorden, goes to Sam Gray. Quick kick goes in towards their forward line. So in towards forward 50 for the first time in this quarter. That's the Port District forward 50. So umpire will come in, pack forms, and we'll have a ball up. A lot of players around this ball early. Trenorden, clear tap down, but does hit the ground. Now applies the tackle on his opposite number. And it'll be McKay and Trenorden again. McKay takes front spot, gets a good tap down, spills out from the stoppage. Handball comes out, kick off the ground. Is that going to be fortuitous? No, bounces all has ended up in the hands of Port District, but the tackle immediately applied there by Pritchard. And looks like that might have been on Cockatoo Collins. Up it goes. Trenorden gets it on the bounce. High kick comes out, will be dangerous. Goes up, couldn't quite take it. Cockatoo Collins gets it on the bounce, kicks forward. That will go out of bounds. Was touched. So it will be a boundary throw in at a dangerous position right alongside the right hand behind post in the attacking forward 50 for Port District. They've had all the play here in the opening minute and a half. In it comes. Trenorden actually takes it out the ruck. Batty tackled immediately. Ball spills. Pritchard applies the tackle and has actually done that illegally, given up the free kick. So the first opportunity for a shot on goal here will be to Port District for a chance to extend that lead. A goal here will take it out to a equal game high, 24 points. So Trent Heffernan, the man with the ball, will be kicking from just a slight angle and from around about 30 metres. So Heffernan starts his run up. In he comes. Little skip. Punches the ball straight through the middle. And 2 minutes in, the game high equaling margin goes out to 24 points. And that is the 9th goal for the visitors. Port District 9-3-57 to Prince Alfred 5-3-33.
Yes, nicely done there by Heffernan. His first goal of the day. Alright, here we are back in the centre. Ball goes up, a nice tap there by PLC, and they kick it out. Goes into the hands of almost Port District. PLC working fast to get that handball movement going on the far wing side of the field. A few more handballs going on, with them working well to get that ball moving almost towards the forward 50. A good tackle there with Port District intercepting and Gray having possession of the ball. Goes for a short kick to Rose and then to Dinoff, who goes for a bit of a run and a wide kick straight to Davidson. Port District grab hold, but a great tackle there by Garrels. Umpire goes to throw up. Another tackle. Port District struggle to get the ball up. Holding the ball. Umpire's back in. Second stoppage. Ball goes up again. Into the hands of Port District. A nice kick. Into the hands of Craig Pitt, out the front of goal. About 20 metres out on a slight angle to the southern side. Lots of communication going on within players here as Pitt goes for the goal. Behind there.
Gee, bad miss by Pitt then. Should have answered that early goal from Port Districts. Kicked it well. Probably in about the right spot too. Breeze didn't actually grab it. And it held its course and stayed to the near side. So Haynes with the ball. Just chips it. Oh, was looking for Sam Gray. Opportunity here. He's going to come strolling into an open goal here. Charlick, that's a disaster for the visitors. And that's got the old 7-point play there. And Charlick kicks the goal. Really good play there by Port District. That short kick by Haynes was meant for Gray. The spoil came in, picked up by Charlick. And William Charlick has made up for that miss by his coach, and they have kicked their first goal for the third quarter, reduced the margin back to 17 points. So 6 minutes in, and the answering goal comes there from Will Charlick. The ball will be back in the middle shortly, so well done there to PAC. Their first real foray forward. The kick from Brazel was deemed to have made illegal contact after possession. Ended up with Pitt. Pitt missed the goal, and from the kick out, excellent forward pressure by PAC. Up it goes. Ends up off the ruck contest with Haynes, and he's been caught holding the ball. So a little bit of momentum here. Jolly goes to the kick, looking for Pitt. Pitt ended up in a 2-on-1. Comes down to Charlick. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Comes out, spills out here to Haynes. Gets the handball off. String of handballs, Sharrod. Sharrod gets the handball over. Good handball over the top. He kept running on too, Haynes. Good work. Goes quickly up towards the forward 50. Couldn't quite take a cockatoo Collins. Handball out wide, Gould. Gould with the short kick. Can't quite hit his target. Again being cockatoo Collins. And good defensive work there by the host to put that one out of play. The amateur umpire will come in and throw in, and about 30 odd metres around from the left behind post, right in front of the cricket screen. Ball comes out, quick kick out, ineffective, intercept mark taken by Haynes. He goes long. Oh, a couple of players flying high there. Everyone hits the deck like a pack of cards. Cockatoo Collins. Ball spills out, but it spills out well for Port District, and they have kicked the goal. Good goal there. Looks like it was Harrison Hawkins, and Harrison Hawkins kicks the second goal of the third quarter for Port District, and they go back out to a 9-4 goal lead. They seem to be just maintaining this lead between 2 and 4 goals at the moment, and it's 23 points to margin.
Yeah, Port District are continuing to create that gap and lead this game so far. Here we are back in the centre. Ball goes up. A good tap there by Port District, getting possession into the hands of Nash Haynes. Trying to get it out of the centre by Sharad. A kick straight to PLC with a shot at goals.
Oh, geez. Ben Ianello, he'd like to have that one back. Dropped the mark, then had the shot from about 15 out directly in front, under a little bit of pressure after dropping it. But he's jagged it to the near side. And that's a costly miss. It's 2 they probably should have kicked this quarter that they haven't. Davidson's kick in. This time finds Haynes. Haynes goes a little bit wider there to Rose. Rose now has the ball outside 450. Lovely kick. And now the inside kick comes to Grieg on the left. Darting kick. Beautiful kick there to Ferns. Now the kick goes up inside 450. Can they take a mark? Off hands. Grabbed by Cockatoo Collins. Sharad gets the handball out wide to Gould. Gould on his left. Hooks it around. It's not quite going to make a difference. Oh, it gets a big bounce. Is it going to be kicked off the ground? It might be kicked off the ground there by Niskohorst. I think it is. It is, and that's a coast-to-coast goal there by Port District, and that now takes it out to a game-high 28-point margin on this portal. And Hahn, ultra-low carb scoreboard, 28 points here. And our broadcast today brought to you by Programs to Fit. Team up with Programs to Fit. Your performance is our business, and our broadcast today tells you that at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter, it is a 28-point margin here to Port District, and they are slowly working their way out this margin, eking it out now bit by bit after it's been 11 goals to 4 since the first 2 goals were kicked by Prince Alfred.
Yes, ball goes up. A great tap there by Port District. Goes into the hands of PLC though. Inside the 50, goes into a mark about 35 metres out, in possession of Ben Ianello.
A good chance for a quick open answering goal here for Ianello.
Yes, on the far side of the field, about 35 metres out from goals. We'll see if he decides to go for his shot. He certainly does, and it looks like a beautiful goal straight down the middle by Ianello. His first goal of the day.
So well done there, good answering goal out of the centre there. So back to 22. And that is 2 goals apiece here in the third quarter. And he becomes the 6th goal scorer.
Ball goes back up in the centre. Beautiful tap by PLC, who Gray kicks it down into the forward 50. Lots of players running towards the ball currently. Bit of congestion going on. Umpire calls. Looks like it's going to be another ball up. Just outside of the forward 50 line. A tap there by PLC, but another good strong tackle. Looks like it plays down. Oh, they're getting up slowly. kick to his left and a handball down the line. Port District working this ball forward. Pritchard then kicks it into the hands of Port District. Hawkins does another kick. On the far end of the field, just waiting for the umpire's call. Looks like it may have gone out on the boundary side. Port District still maintaining their lead in this game and in this quarter. Ball goes up into the hands of Port District. Lots of congestion going on, struggling to get the ball out of the pack, unfortunately. Ball goes up again into the hands of Port District, who are running with the ball, working well to get it out of the congestion. A few quick handballs, but it goes back and forwards between players. Alright, small little kick there into Port District, straight to Gould, then to Haynes. PLC back in possession with Beale. A kick into the forward 50. Port District gets to the ball first. A good tackle there, but still remains in the hands of Port District. Goes out on the boundary, out the front of commentating stands, really. Port District in possession, goes for a short kick to Brazel. Goes into the hands of Haynes. Goes out by Millman. Just out the front of the scoreboard on the boundary side. Another ball in, ball up, I should say.
So out of that stoppage, Mackay gets the kick forward. Oh, excellent mark. That's a Bianco mark of the day. Taken there by Cockatoo Collins. Not much forward, so he has to sort of take his time now. Decides to pop it up, actually to a 2-on-1. Crumbs goes over Ferns, couldn't quite take it. Ball's going to spill out here. Important contest to be won. It's going to be won by the home side. Kick comes out to Perks. Goes one way, then the other. Chip kick up towards Ollie Clark. Takes it probably about 70 metres out. He's got about 5 black jumpers in front of him, though. He's got nowhere to kick now. His teammates start to come up. He's spotted something now. Short one to Pitt. Still outside 50. 2 kicks from goal. So Pitt's going to have to try and find a lead here again, but it's popped out, forced to go wide. They're looking for Benny and Ello. What's the umpire going to call here? He's called last touch. Thought he might have got a hand on that, but no. Not doing. And the short kick, gee, has that gone? No, I don't think that's gone 15. But anyway, he's played on anyway. It ends up with Haynes. Haynes has kicked that, certainly gone 15. Goes over the top of the 2 ruckman, carries a distance. Running on over the back of it there is Sumner. Can't quite get to it. That's paddled out of bounds by Lockie Greig. True centre wing now. Probably forward to centre wing for the home side. And we'll see if they're able to. Probably getting up towards 18 minutes here on the scoreboard. Comes out of the ruck contest. McCauley gets the handball off. Wobbly kick. Has that gone too wide? Has it been spoilt in time there by Perks? What's the umpire calls? Yes, it did. Do well there. And that will be a boundary throw in. So up half forward now for the home side. The reigning premiers. at the moment staring at a 2-2 start after being 2-0. What can they do to get themselves into this game? They need 4 goals to put themselves back in front. So Trinorden and McKay, short throw in. Trinorden with the 2 hands, gets it straight down. Kick comes in fight. Oh, crunch there in the middle of the pack there. Deinhoff couldn't quite take the mark, spills, and now the pack forms around about 35 out from the Prince Alfred goal. Umpire will come in, be another stoppage here. What can Trinorden do? He decided to go sit this one out. He's gone to kick behind the play to play spare. Handball there was looking for Craig Pitt. Now he's applying the tackle on Sharrod. Umpire will come in. Similar position, still attacking threat here. Burks does well. Maybe tackled without it. Sam Gray gets the handball out to no one in particular. McCauley's handball out wide. Geez, it's tough in the clinches at the moment. This is a pivotal part of this game. They are pressing here, the home team. They'd love from this forward pressure here to be able to turn it into 6 points. Sharrod actually goes up, but goes straight down to Jolly. Jolly's kick is going to finish wide. Mark's going to be taken just inside the boundary line by Matt Rose. Is he going to go? No, not going to go across goal. Again, very short. Umpire says, yep, that's okay. Sharrod's got it. Sharrod decides to go inboard to Davison. Davison spotted Gould just outside 50. Good kick. Hits him. Handball to the running Haynes. Haynes decides to go towards centre wing. Good kick there as well. Gould running on. Takes the handball there from Moddystack. On that trusty left. It's going to go over the top of Batty. It does. Running on. Their first one is Hawkins. Can he do something with it? Second go at it. Is he going to spill it over the boundary line? No, it's not. Batty with the handball to Heffernan. Heffernan's kick inside. Oh, he's got a player all free and by himself at true centre half forward. Good kick there by Trent Heffernan. And the marks, spotted. Mark's been taken there by Harrison Hawkins. How did he get that free inside their forward 50? And the margin at the moment, 22. So this will goal here will take it to a game high equaling 28-point lead. He stands on the 50 right in front of goal. Just a question of accuracy here for Harry Hawkins. Umpire doesn't move. 28 points, game high, equaling margin here to Port District. They are doing enough at this time to look like they're going to get their 3rd win of the season on the board.
Yes. They're really applying lots of pressure onto PLC.
So 22 minutes into the 3rd quarter on the Sportal and Hahn ultra low carb scoreboard. It's 12-3-75 to 7-5-47 in favour of the 22 premiers over the 23 premiers.
Yes. Ball's back in the centre and it goes up. A great tap there by PAC. Goes a bit into the open. Port District try and get hold of the ball. Oh, good tackle there by Port District. Goes into the hands of Gray. Then back into PAC's hands. Goes to Mitchell Thiel. Then to Nishkahus. Then to Dinoff, who kicks it. Goes into a little bit of a congested area. A good tackle going on with McNama. Ball goes up by the umpire and into the hands of Gray. And a kick straight to PAC again. They're responding well to this pressure, working the ball down the line, going towards the ball, Davis.
Oh, he's put his skipper under pressure here, Sumner. Oh, that's not going to help either. Batty tries to paddle it out. They might get out here. Handball goes out wide. And now there's an opportunity to clear the zone and get the ball out towards half forward. But it's all Port District down the line. They could have raffled it there, Sharrod and McKay. Sharrod has it. He decides to go back towards the middle. Dangerous kick. Oh, Brazel couldn't quite get a hand on it. Just got to Dinoff. Out to Davison. They've switched the ball to the other side. Now it's with Rose. Rose's kick falls just short. Good pick up. Davison's run on well here. Now the kick goes inside forward 50. Oh, can't quite take it to Collins. Races on. It might be just paddled through. It is well paddled through there by Pritchard. Good defensive effort. That goes through for a minor score. And that minor score now is a game high 29-point margin to the visitors. We've played 24 and a half minutes here in the third quarter. So the kick comes out. Davison again. No, intercepts. He goes short, out on the far side. Little kick comes inside to Rose. So they're trying to find a target inside 50. He's decided to pop it up. So it's about 30 out. Comes off hands. Ball to be won here. Important ball. Late in the third quarter. Spills out. Little handball by Haynes outside of the pack. Umpire will come in now and ball it up. 25-minute mark. It's only 2 goals apiece this quarter. So 4 goals to 2 this quarter. So again, a similar quarter with Port Districts just extending their lead again. Boundary throw in their forward 50. Trinorden takes front spot. Beautiful tap down to Jolly again. Quick kick goes up towards centre wing. Punch from behind. Clark. Oh, tackled beautifully. Now we have a tackle applied by Perks. Umpire will come in right in the centre. 26 minutes played. What's going to happen here in the last couple of minutes?
Yes, players are definitely seeming like they're feeling the pressure. Ball goes up into the hands of PAC. A bit of a high kick. Goes straight into the hands of Oliver Clark. And then down the line, Port District intercepting, going into the hands of Moddy Stash. Then back to Gray. Goes down the line almost to Gould, but intercepted by PAC.
Pitt unable to take it there. Comes out here. Sees you can hear the McNamara tackled strongly there by Monty Stack. Right on the 50-metre line in front of us here. Could hear the bodies clashing. Up they go. Trinorden, 2 hands, gets it down to McCauley, over to McNamara. His handball's smothered. Gray on the left. Couldn't quite take the mark there. Garrels unable to take off the spoil. String of handballs here. Ends up with McCauley. Good tackle applied there by Lockie Greig. Umpire will come in, still right in front of us here, just outside forward 50. Trinorden again, but taps it straight down to Niskahus. His kick partially smothered, and Haynes will take it over the boundary line after being pursued there by Mitch Wicks. Umpire will throw that in. 28 minutes played now, can't be long to go. So they've scored 4 goals in every quarter here, Port District. No one can take the mark. Greig tried to take it out of the rock contest and has eventually given away the free kick to McCauley. So he's got to move it on McCauley. Gives it to Jolly. Jolly taps it up. Can he get there, Pitt? Just at the bottom of his feet. And there's the handball by Modistat, and that is the siren as Haynes takes it. So it's 3/4 time here, and that is a game high 29-point lead, and looking like they will go to 3-1 here, Port District, as they lead 12-4-76 to 7-5-47 on the Sportal, bringing Enterprise Stadium experience to all venues and levels of sport. And Hahn, ultra low carb scoreboard. Hahn, ultra low carb, great taste, ultra low carb, how good. So our broadcast game here, 4 programs to fit, team up with programs to fit your performance is our business. Has reached the end of the third quarter, so as we await the final stanza here, it is a 29-point lead to the visitors. Port District 12-4, 76, leading Prince Alfred 7-5, 47. back to the last quarter. The coaches.
Both the teams have broken from their huddles back here at the last quarter, with Port District currently leading 76-47. What do you think the coaches would have said during the huddles?
Well, I think Craig Pitt would have actually... They are going to the scoring end, to the end that typically has more goals scored to, so I think they'll be trying to play on at all costs here and actually try and move the ball quickly into their forward line. They do like that chip around game in the back half, before they move it in, but I think they'll probably play with a little bit more freedom and try and move it quickly to try and get some scoreboard pressure, especially early. As for Port Districts, well, they have just been able to grind out a lead here over the 3 quarters by just eking that out from 13 to 18 to now 29. So they'll just be looking probably for a little bit of game management here early in the last quarter.
Yeah. Ball goes up into the hands of Port District, nicely tapped. A beautiful mark there by Hefner. Goes inside 50 into the hands of Sharad, then to Gould, and into Hawkins' hands. Inside 50, bit of an angle, 30 metres out from goals. A nice kick there, goes straight down the middle. First goal, less than a minute into the game. To Port District continuing to lead this game thus far.
So Broden Hawkins with his second of the day. So one in the second quarter, and he kicked the first goal for him in the second quarter. Now he's kicked the first goal for them in the opening minute of the fourth quarter, and that is not the start that Craig Pitt would have been hoping from his charges. Game high 35 is the lead at the moment, and the opening score in the last quarter goes to the visitors. Jolly, quick kick forward, ball's allowed to bounce, bobbling around. It's going to try and lock it in now. Rose does well to hold that ball in. Darrell's unable to get it out. Umpire will come in. Has transitions just to centre half forward. Over the top, Ollie Clark tries to punch it forward. Trenorden tapped on by McCauley. Tackle applied now by Tierley. Umpire will come in. Again, still at half forward here for Port District. They need to definitely answer quickly here and then bang on 2 or 3 more to give themselves any shorter chance. Out of that contest, Haynes' kick goes high, wide and into the big Stobie pole right in the middle of the ground on the outer side, on the wing, outside the ground of course, and that will be last touch. So Prince Alfred now with the kick up towards half forward, almost the intercept mark taken, and they won't be minding this at all. Port District, they got that first goal to take it out to 35, and they won't mind as much congestion here just to wind this clock down. It's out to 2 minutes. Brazel gets the tap down. Tackle applied there on McKay. Goes out of bounds. So they won't be minding this scrappy and stoppage game early in this last quarter to stop any possibility of momentum for the home team. Okay, gets that one down. Cockatoo Collins takes it beautifully on the bounce, manages to break the tackle and get the handball out, but it's picked up by Archie Perks. His handball ends up with Rose, and it's turned over again. Ian Ello needs to go quickly. That looks like it was touched, sounded like it was touched. Taken by Hawkins, gives the handball out wide. Kick comes out towards centre wing. Broden Hawkins, 2 hands on it, couldn't quite take it. Picked up by Niskahus. Kick comes forward. Overrunning at Ferns, goes back in, gets it at the second go. Good pick up there by Heffernan. Looks around. Grieg's got it. It's going to be tackled and caught holding the ball. So Mitch Wicks has it at true centre half back.
Yes, a beautiful kick there to Sumner. Kicks it long down to McNama. They're slowing down the game a little, working with these long kicks, which goes down the line again, but into possession by Port District by Millman. Then into Gould's hands, and it goes straight to Cockatoo Collins. A great mark there, just outside of the forward 50, into the hands of Nishkahus then, and to Hefner, who goes for goals, and straight down the middle. 4 minutes into the game, second goal of the quarter by Port District.
So opening 2 goals in the opening 4 minutes here to the Magpies, and every score they get pushes that lead out further now to a game high 41. They have ground out this game. 13 the margin at quarter time, 24 the margin at half time, 29 at the margin at 3/4 time, and the opening 2 goals of the last quarter in the first 4 minutes takes it out to a 41-point margin to the visitors. So they are marching on towards 3-1. They will stay at least third on the ladder. McKay's tip down to Tap, down to Gray. Let's get it right on the third occasion. Ended up with Grieg. His snap was intercepted by Jackie Anello. Kick goes out wide, and then he finds Gould. Gould not sure what to do, chips back, concedes a bit of ground, ends up with Haynes. Haynes swings around on the right, darts the ball in. Heffernan off hands, picked up by Trenorden. Wicks couldn't get it. Gould again. Wicks again. Handball out to Trenorden now. Trenorden's kick snapped around, gets it outside 50. Pack forms. Front and centre as you should be. So the kick now comes out towards the wing. Good mark taken. It's going to come out here to Ferns. He looks for Sharrod, gives a good lead. Gets a little bit of a shove there from Sumner as well. Louis Sharrod, eyes darting around. Spots up a 2-on-1, couldn't quite take it there. Hawkins ends up with Jolly. Jolly's kick's going to come outside 50. Good mark taken there by Ben Ianello.
Inside forward 50 in the hands of Ianello. Goes for a bit of a long kick. Goes almost marked by Port District there. Ball goes straight to Sharrod and then back to Ianello. Goes for a bit of a shorter kick this time into the hands of Port District. A few quick handballs there, then to the Norden, who kicks it to Gray. Gray goes for a wide kick to Sharrod. Sharrod goes straight down the line. Good intercept there by Ben Ianello again.
He's having a good little spell here, Ben Ianello.
Yeah. Umpires throwing the ball up. Players trying to work out where the position would be best. Goes into the hands of Port District, but a great tackle by Pritchard. Inside forward 50. Ball goes up once again. A good tap there by the Norden. PLC remain in possession by Davids. Goes out on the boundary by Pitt.
So centre wing, broadcast side, 8 minutes played. Comes in, Trenorden gets one palm on it. Clark tackled with and then probably without it. The umpire says I'll take it, and he'll ball it in. 2 up against Trenorden. McKay probably gets it down. Quick kick, front spot where the forward should be. Broden Hawkins. He's just looking to go short and does to Niskuhus. He goes short as well. So they're just chipping it around a little bit here, around on the wing. Sells a bit of candy. Kick goes in deep. Hawkins with one arm, couldn't quite take it on. Sharrod now applies the tackle. Sumner. Searles under pressure. Sumner now in there. He's going to be tackled by Hawkins. What's the umpire going to call here? He's going to call, I'll have it. Right in front of the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard, which tells us coming up to 10 minutes in the last quarter, 41-point lead to Port District. Trenorden again, that taps it straight down to Batty. He tried to get the handball over, but it was smothered and out of bounds. Had an electric start to the game, Batty. So umpire throws it in. It was going to fall a little bit short. Hawkins knocks it down, couldn't quite get it to Heffernan. And it's going to spill over off hands again. A little bit closer to the behind post. Probably about 10 metres around now. Dangerous position here again for Port District. They have controlled this game well in the last quarter. In fact, they've controlled it, apart from the first 10 minutes, pretty well all day. They've actually kicked 14 goals to 5 since Prince Alfred kicked the opening 2 goals. Batty applies the tackle immediately. No prior there for Jaden Davis, sitting down in the back 50. Up it goes. Trenorden again to Jolly. Ball's bouncing around. Tackle applied by Mitch Wicks. And we'll just have another stoppage. Try and get us out of this congestion.
Yeah. Umpire throws up. Some good congestion going on. Trenorden taps it out. And a kick out by Jolly, but marked by Port District by Deinhoff. Works down the line on the far end into Batty, then to Greg. Goes straight to Haynes on the far end of the field. Port District holding on to their control of this game. A good tackle applied there by Clark. Umpire throws up again. Good tap there by Port District, but goes into the hands of PLC, into Will Davies' hands. Remains in Ian Ello's hands. PLC holding on to the ball. Just out the front of the 50, with team members shouting for goals, so we'll see if he ends up going for goals. Then Ian Ello taking a run up, going straight for goals. No, looks a bit short, comes back into the field. Port District taking the ball, going down the line, far end of the field. Some short, quick kicks going on. Port District's very much taking their time, letting their players work around the field. Another kick by Deinhoff. Goes straight to Hawkins. And then to Muddy Stash. Quick handball. Port District working well to get this ball moving. A kick into the forward 50, straight to Gould. Gould goes down to Batty. Batty doesn't quite get to the ball first, but rather Jack Ianello gets a hold. Then to Wilkin. PLC back in possession of the ball. Going to Perks. Into the forward 50, just out the front of the goals. A good tackle there by Port District on Craig Pitt. Hit with possession of the ball now.
You're going to call the goal.
Just out the front of the goals, inside the 50. Team is very much depending on a goal for this quarter. It'd be the first goal for PLC of the quarter. Taking his time on a bit of an angle, goes straight in and scores the goal. First goal by PLC of the quarter.
So 14 and a half minutes into the final quarter, PAC. He has kicked his third. Craig Pitt, probably along with, if we had to pick their best players, it would probably be Trenorden, Jolly and Pitt as their three best players today. But they've had a couple of others, but not enough contributors, and they trail at the moment by 35 points. 14-4-88 to 8-5-53. Well, 2-1 in this final quarter. Up it goes again. Trenorden with the tap over the back. Kicks by Ferns was smothered. Ends up with Macaulay. He's wrapped up by about three others. Trenorden again. Taps it forward. Charlie has turned it over. Ends up now with Niskahus. His kick to Cockatoo Collins. A beautiful kick. Sharrod calling, screaming for it, Sharrod, and he gets it. Good running there from their midfield. And Sharrod has it now. About 40 out. He is directly in front. An opportunity for him to kick his second goal of the game. So, Louis Sharrod coming in now. Crosses over the 50. Going to kick from about 40. Nice looking kick. Has it held its line? Yes, it has. Back out to a 41-point margin here. The 16-minute mark on the Sportal scoreboard. 15 goals, 4. Excellent kicking for goal by Port District. Very, very accurate. And the hosts here, Prince Alfred, 8-5-53. So on the Sportal scoreboard, 41 points in margin here. We've played 17 minutes.
Yes, that was Sharrod's second kick of the day. Definitely continuing with the lead by Port District. Ball goes up in the centre. A good tap there by Port District, but PLC get hold of the ball. Oh, spoke too soon. Port District back in possession of the ball. Goes straight to
what a pickup by Hawkins.
Keeps running with the ball. Great teamwork going on. A short angled kick. Goes straight into the forward 50. And a great mark there by Batty. Up the front of the goals. About 20 metres, almost front on. 17 minutes. Could into the game. Could this be another goal for Port District? PAC seem to be very much in the forward 50, ready to bounce back. A great kick by Batty into goal, furthering their lead.
So they've kicked 4 in every quarter in this game. And 16-4, 100. brings up the ton. 4 goals in every quarter. Played nearly 19 minutes, so shortly be entering time on in this last quarter. We have to start thinking about our best players for the day, and that man there, James Batty, with 4, is in the conversation.
Definitely.
So up it goes. Trenorden with the tap. Picked up well by McNamara. His kick goes in towards forward 50. 2 goes at it. Millman couldn't quite take it. Handball comes out here. Archie Perks. Oh, he's handballed it straight to Haynes. And there the opportunity here for the clearing kick, which comes out to Sharrod. Sharrod feeds it off. Gould on his trusty left. Looking out there for Hawkins. It's bounces before any players arrive and ricochets over the boundary line. So ball will come back here to the boundary umpire, and he will throw it in. 2 kicks from goal here. 4-1 in this last quarter, so margin here 47. Trenorden again with a tap. What's the world record for taps? He's burning. Dominant ruckman. Handball. Heffernan with the kick. Pritchard can't quite take it. Butters up. Batty's now got it. Trying to break tackle of about 2 or 3. No opportunity there. And he'll be the last man to get up here, James Batty. He'd love one more to get a handful. He's got 4. McKay over the top. Hawkins had about 2 or 3 goes at it. Couldn't quite do it. The kick's smothered. And Davis now right back in the back pocket. Is bundled over the boundary line. About 15 metres around from the behind post. Once again, Port District in attack. They're going to go to a 3-1 record after today's game. And Prince Alfred will be on 2-2 with not a very good percentage either. McNamara tackling Sam Gray. Ball up. Trenorden again. Tried to get it down there, but not picked up by Wicks. The umpire will come in again. Trenorden with tap about 415. Jolly takes it. Pritchard tackled immediately by Niscos. It's not coming out of there again. So, number of stoppages here. Danez, try and get us out of this congestion.
Yes, fingers crossed. Port District nicely tapped. A long kick there by Davies. Goes to the far end of the field with Perks running after that ball. But Port District currently holding the ball with umpires running over. Seems like it's another throw-in and another stoppage. Umpires throwing in from the far side of the field, just out the front of the forward 50. A great tap there by Port District. Running towards the ball, not quite getting a hold of it yet. Goes straight into the hands of Sumner. But it's another stoppage and another tackle inside forward 50. Umpire throws up, and it's a great tap there. Goes into the hands of McClory. And then to Gould, which was a great mark there. Just out the front of the boundary. Goes into a bit of congestion. PLC grabbing hold, and a great tackle there by Wilkin. Yet another stoppage. Umpire throws up, but the ball doesn't manage to quite get out of the congestion. Cockshoe Collins giving it a go to get it out. in the hands of Cockatoo Collins, about 30 metres out, slight angle, with almost no breeze that's going to be working in his favour. Doing a bit of a run up to goals and goes straight down the line, furthering Port District's dominance over this game, and his second goal of the day by Cockatoo Collins of the Magpies.
So they've broken the 4 goal per quarter return. That's their 5th of the final stanza, and they have doubled the score of Prince Alfred. It's 106 to 53 here, and this margin has blown out in this last term. So counting down the last couple of minutes. Up it goes, Trenorden again, taps it over the back, but once again the clearance is with Port District. Kicks coming up high, Batty in a one-on-one, good punch from behind, pick up front and centre, short kick now. Is it going to end up with Cockatoo Collins? Just bounces in front of him. Just feeling the back of the knee there. A little bit of a hobble, but it's probably a minute to go. Umpire's going to throw it in. Mackay taps it over the back, ends up with McNamara. He goes long, kicking to a one-on-one. Numbers again around the contest there. Oh, he's tackled there. Gree manages to break the tackle and get the kick away, but that's going to come back the other way as he's kicked it to Ben Ianiello. So Ianiello now will kick it forward, runs his full measure, and then kicks long. Clark couldn't quite take the mark again. Plenty of black Guernseys around that one. The kick now is going to end up, it's going to come back to Ianiello. This time he's going to go longer, but once again it's going to be intercepted. Comes out to Gould on the wing. He goes short to Sharrod. He's really got nowhere to go. He'll have to just hold it up for a little while. Just wait for an option to present itself. He decides to go short to Millman. So just a little bit of junk time now, 26 minutes. And short again to Niskahus. So all this happening inside their defensive 50. Niskahus's kick his kick would have taken it finally out of 50. But the final siren goes, and that is a 53-point margin to Port District. 17-4, excellent kicking for goal. 5 straight in that last quarter to 8-5-53. So Park 9 here, as the sun goes behind the trees, the shade has come over on the ground, and that now sees Port District go to a 3-1 record, and with a nice little percentage boost there. We'll see the Rainy Premiers drop to 2-2 after a 2-zip start. So they have a bit of work to do. They'll find themselves in the middle of the pack, and with a little bit of a poor percentage as well, considering their 2 wins were narrow, and their last 2 weeks have seen 44 and now 53-point losses. So final score here on the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard: 17 goals for Port District, Prince Alfred Old Collegians 8-5-53. Our game, our broadcast sponsor today, Programs to Fit. Team up with Programs to Fit. Your performance is our business. And on behalf of myself and Deniz, well done Deniz, great call today. And of course our magnificent cameraman and producer Harry has done very well. I bid you farewell, and we'll do it all again next Saturday. All right.